Before we get started, make sure to like, sub, and subscribe, and I'll do the same for you. There are some unwritten rules about liking and subbing and sub for sub. For one thing, let me give you one rule. If you go on a channel, do not spam that channel with sub for sub because they don't like it. YouTube doesn't like it and other channels don't do it. However, if you go on a channel where someone's okay with sub for sub, obviously it's okay, but don't go on other people's channels that obviously don't want that. That's one thing. Now, another problem with sub for sub, from what I've gathered in the past couple weeks that I've been thinking about it. For one thing, YouTube has changed a lot. It has changed dramatically. There is one point in time where you can go on anyone's channel and sub. It was so easy, but now that Google has taken over YouTube completely, the rules have changed. They have some weird spam antivirus thing where you can only sub so much at one time. So if you do sub for sub, make sure you do it moderately. Don't go on a whole rampage of sub for sub, like hundreds of subs one day, because they're gonna take half those subs, they're gonna put them in the spam folder. Also, if you go on someone's channel and you don't watch their video and you sub, most likely that sub's gonna be taken away. So that's something else to think about. And here's my other problem with sub for sub. You'll get these people that do sub on your channel. Now, I understand that half the people that do sub for your channel, they're probably not gonna watch your videos. But when you think about it, if you have thousands of subs, at least a good portion, maybe 10% or maybe 20% of the subs are gonna come back and watch your channel. That's like 100 or 1,000 more views that you didn't have before. So that's something to think about. However, what gives me a pet peeve about this is that you have people that want you to sub for their channel, but then they unsub you. That's fucking bullshit. And then, they act like, oh, I didn't know I unsubbed your channel. It's like, bitch, my YouTube feed tells me when you unsub. My YouTube feed tells me when you sub. I can go in my subscription box, look at your channel, and see if you're still subbed on my channel. It is that easy, but people don't understand that. Also, what I also have learned is that if you do sub for sub, don't go on Facebook, don't go on any other social media websites. If you do sub for sub, do it on someone else's channel that consents to that. Because if you do it on Facebook, for some reason, people on Facebook have this weird idea that when you sub on someone's channel, you need to take a picture and you need to post it on that person's Facebook so you can prove that you sub for sub. But that doesn't make any sense, because when you sub to somebody's channel, YouTube automatically tells you it's someone sub for you. So I don't really get this logic. So just some advice. If someone asks you to take a picture to prove that you subbed, you probably shouldn't sub to that person's channel because they're probably not actually checking their Facebook and they probably don't really care about your channel. So just word of advice, stay away from those people. If you do sub for sub, one more time, do it on someone else's channel that actually consents to that. My other issue with sub for sub is, YouTube lately has made it harder for smaller channels to grow. They made it harder for other channels to get noticed because obviously channels that have more views and more subscribers, they're gonna pop up on the YouTube feed more often, making your channel go to the very bottom of the dog pile. So when you hear these big YouTubers saying, oh, just make good content, put it out there, bitch, hold on for a second. I've made lots of good content. Yeah, I'll admit, at least 50% of my videos are shit, all right? Because I didn't put that much effort. Because I'm not getting paid for YouTube. If I got paid for YouTube, I would actually try harder. But I'm not. But I guarantee you, I do have some good, decent videos on all 4 of my channels. I have at least 20 or 30 good videos out of the hundreds of videos that I have. So, don't give me that excuse that, oh, well, you should probably put out good content. I do have good content. The problem is, you guys just have more views and more sub counts, so yours goes at the very top, all right? So, we're the little guys. If you want to make it big in a dog-eat-dog world, you have to fight dirty sometimes. Now, I'm not at all encouraging you to do sub for sub. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you want to get anywhere, sometimes you have to do stuff like this to make it bigger versus the other YouTubers that have millions of subscribers and millions of subs. Think about it. Someone like Jake Paul, Jake Paul has like millions of subs, millions of views, and when you do a similar view like Jake Paul or similar video, his video is going to go at the very top of that dog pile, the very top, and yours is going to go at the very bottom. So you have to do something in this dog eat dog world, I'm telling you. So anyways, that's just my rant. So let me say it one more time. If you do sub for sub, make sure you do it on someone else's channel that consents to that. On top of that, rule 2, when you do sub for sub, make sure you actually watch that person's full video, like watch their full video at least. Then do a sub and then like, because if you don't do that, YouTube will count that as spam and they will take away your sub, thinking that you don't watch this person's video, thinking that maybe you're a sub bot. If you don't believe me, just continue to do what you're doing and you're not going to go anywhere. Just trust me about that. Rule number 3, don't be spammy about it. Like I said, make sure you're doing it on people that actually consent on their videos. If you do sub for people that don't want you to do it on their videos, they're gonna probably report you, or YouTube's gonna see that you're doing it too often, and they're gonna ban you. Now let me give you rule number 4, this is very important. Whatever you do, do not make your own video stating that you want sub for subs on your channel. Go to someone else's channel and do that. Because if you do it on your channel, you're likely to get a YouTube violation guide strike, like I did at one point. A long time ago, I did a sub for sub video on my YouTube channel, a long time ago, maybe like a year ago. And I got a guideline strike. It took me about 4 months to get that off. So, just telling you, don't put it on your channel. Go to someone else's channel. Let them take the blame for that, all right? Just be careful for that. And remember, sub for sub is really kind of looked down upon by other YouTubers. But like I said, it's a dog eat dog world out here. So you gotta fight. You gotta be careful out here. And guys, this is Matthew Scooby. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll do the same for you. Peace out.